A far-right Christian cell phone company is leading a Texas school board shakeup. Just last year, Patriot Mobile made it their mission to restore what it calls conservative Christian values at all levels of government. They first focused on school boards, spending more than $600,000 to help 11 candidates. All 11 won, and they took over 4 different school boards in the Fort Worth suburbs.
Oh, we're down in Texas, yes. So this Patriot Mobile, now another Christian conservative cell phone company. We'll get to how this is a cell phone company. Their actual main objective is getting involved with these school boards. We've seen a lot of the school board fights and them trying to take over them so they can change the way they teach our kids not to be guilty about our history. So their strategy about doing this through this PAC that they've got is also working very hand in hand with the Texas, with this one particular Texas school district. Let's watch more.
Is this sort of a blueprint that people in other parts of the country are now looking at as sort of a loophole, as a way to control the education system?
I think absolutely that there are groups all over the country who are doing the same kind of work that Patriot Mobile has done in Texas. And they're working with big name, heavy hitter, national level GOP political consultants to craft these campaigns and to gain control of these school boards. And we saw this week, one of these school boards that Patriot Mobile worked on, they passed what might be the most sweeping set of policies in the country at the local level in terms of restricting what teachers can say about racism, gender, sexuality, what books can be in the library. And as you see there, some parents protested by saying that our school district is no longer called Grapevine Tollyville ISD. It is Patriot Mobile Action ISD.
Sounds crazy, but Patriot Mobile, they're putting money behind these pushes for school board changes and actually in your curriculum and actually running folks out. That's actually what's happening. So, but on the surface, it does look like a cell phone company. Look at this image that they have on their site. They have their story. It's a lovely story. In fact, when you're outside having your nice barbecue in July, use Patriot Mobile. Let's get some actual closer looks at this mission statement that they have, though. Patriot Mobile is America's only Christian conservative wireless service provider. We offer broad coverage on dependable nationwide 4G, LTE, or 5G networks. Last I heard, 5G is killing people. Oh my God, Patriot Mobile is the devil. Okay, we're committed to providing our members dependable wireless service and exceptional support while relentlessly fighting for our shared values. While you're out and about, Patriot Mobile donates a portion of every dollar earned to support organizations that fight for the First Amendment, religious freedom, and freedom of speech, Second Amendment right to bear arms, sanctity of life, and the needs of our veterans and first responders. Will you partner with us today? Many of those folks that they actually turn their back on, especially when it comes to veterans. Republicans love their veterans as long as they can use them for political means. More from their origin story. It was founded a decade ago. Patriot Mobile markets itself as America's only Christian conservative wireless provider. It includes a pledge to donate a portion of that money, as we pointed out, to these causes. And initially, their founders said that the goal was to support groups and politicians who promised to oppose abortion, defend religious freedom, protect gun rights, and support the military. They just kind of fleshed out a little bit further there, though. They're putting folks on these school board committees, but there's one other part I want to go. Let's jump down to graphic 7. This is the whole influence. It's not about actually teaching folks something or saying something that benefits folks. It's about indoctrination. So in recent interviews with conservative media outlets, Wambeganans, that guy's name, has said that Patriot Mobile's goal is to install school board members who will oppose the teaching of LGBTQ ideologies, fight to remove pornographic books, and stand against school anti-racism initiatives, which she and her supporters have argued indoctrinate children with anti-white and anti-American views. So yes, we've gone from, we're Patriot Mobile, we're a Christian organization, we're gonna donate things to Christian causes, we're gonna help the military, we're gonna fight against pro-choice stances. We're going against all this stuff because we're conservatives. And now we're looking at indoctrinating children. We're gonna not talk about anti-racism initiatives at school and anti-white values, whatever the hell that is. So we've gone from what they call religion to just straight up race. That's where they're actually working on.
Yeah, and this is in the Dallas area. Why does a cell phone company need to have any kind of religious affiliation in the first place? That's the first question. But the truth is, we are seeing a lot of these religious groups taking over conservative religious groups. I mean, obviously conservative religious groups taking over a lot of school districts in Texas. It's actually happening right here in my own school district where I went to high school and junior high. And my school district was at one point one of the best school districts in the country. And now we're even getting infiltrated by these religious extremists. And we just had a school board meeting earlier this week. And it's kind of crazy the things that are being said and the students, the way that the students are actually being spoken about. They're being racist towards the actual students. It's not about ideology. They're just terrible people. And we also saw recently in Granbury, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas. I know a few people in Granbury and they are very like some evangelical ass people, like the worst of that type of person. And Granbury, they're falling for a lot of these things. They're getting rid of critical race theory. They're banning books and things like that. And a mother recently went to a meeting and she looked these people in the eye, people sitting on the school board, looked them in the eye and said, this is not for your religion. This is where my child comes to go to school. And she got an ovation. She got a big round of applause for that. So it's good that people are starting to fight back because we really, really need to. Otherwise, if I ever have a kid, it's not going to school in Texas.
There's this whole thing about, the holier than thou, we're Christians, but then we want to shoot you and we want to discriminate and we want to make sure that that the old ways are still in. It's not. If you have
to tell people what you are, and people are just like, I don't think you are that, then you're probably not that.
Yeah, let me just deny your complete existence because that's what God says.